We're going to start off with Bitcoin analysis. I'm going to use the weekly 10, and I think I'm going to use 30-minute candles here. And again, I specifically started this stream to where I haven't been analyzing Bitcoin, although I am in a Bitcoin short trade that got entered overnight, using a trick that I'm showing some of my VIPs right now, which allows you to not stare at a chart, but guarantee that you're only going to take a very, very small loss, but it doesn't guarantee you get into the trade very much. So let's say, for example, I don't want to give away the secret here, but and I can't. However, it's something to the effect of when price it makes a big pump here, usually it makes 2 to 3 or 4 more pumps, right? I have a way to essentially, should I give it away? I have a way to put a stop up here, just make a guess, like around this line, before my limit sells are hit. So if I imagine it's going to do 3 pumps, I'll go 1, 2, 3, and then I'll enter only 10% here, 25% here, and then I reserve about 50% if I'm wrong and it keeps going up. And then if it keeps going up, the average distance of my average buys up here, and it's only about a 2 to on 5x leverage, I try not to use, if it's 2% away, you lost 10% of your money that you put in, right? So typically my threshold is 1.1%. My average entry needs to be away from my my stop price. So you're getting kind of like VIP content here. So I was managing my trades, trying to figure out where to take profit and move my stops down before starting the stream. So I haven't looked at anything, but I kind of know the market's down. So starting with Bitcoin, again, nothing has changed because Bitcoin has not gotten above the weekly 10, which is this red line, and it has not come down to use it as support. So very recently, April, so 6 days ago, we've already covered this, went straight above. This is the video that I linked you to yesterday where I might have been about the only YouTuber on earth saying it has a 50% chance in the next 4 to 12 hours to come below here. I covered that extensively. I'm not going to go over there again. However, what we have going on here from structural analysis is, let me pull up my main tool that's working. Actually, I'll pull up 2 different tools. This is I'm gonna scare you for the first one though. I'm gonna scare you for the first one. So be ready for it. But I don't want to scare you just to scare you. But let's take a look. I'm going to use my origin lines, and as I'm trying to pull it up, let me run my quick little intro here for the recording of this. Okay, so here's what's getting scary. I made a video last week mentioning the 4, you should look at the thumbnail, or it might be the title of it. It says the 4 ways Bitcoin can move over 2022. All right. And let me make sure no one's leaving comments that you can't hear me or something. We should meet live in Chicago. Yeah. Meeting live in Chicago. I love Chicago. I'm not a city person. I think cities stink. Well, they do stink, but just people in Chicago, like Chicago all the way up through like Minnesota and South Dakota and all that stuff. Everybody's just so damn nice. Chicago people are so nice. They're like a Boston people who are nice. If you can imagine that, they're like kind of stronger personality, like assertive, but they're actually nice people. And Boston are like the meanest people on average, but Boston people are among the most educated too, because they have all the universities there. I'm not disliking Boston, but yeah. So I would meet up in Chicago. I love Chicago. I would do that, and I'm actually getting ready to go to Chicago tomorrow. My wife's getting ready to go visit her. I'm getting ready to go to Chicago here to pick her up. I already dropped her off, so she's already in Mexico right now, but I'm getting ready to go to Chicago again. Please look. OLT's picking up. All right. Anyway, so in the video that I said the 4 ways that Bitcoin can move in 2022. One of them had to do with my being scared that so this is the master origin line, which is the most important straight line in Bitcoin history. You will not find it on anybody else's YouTube channel. It is my line. I created it. Do I offer people to steal it? Absolutely. Because if content creators steal it, well, I mean, I'll always have claim to it because I have internet proof that I'm the one who built it. But more people will be able to use it because it works. It is the most important line. And you as a person, if you want, I actually post the exact coordinates starting in 2011 into current price, exactly where the top and bottom should be. So it's easier to draw it and then just drag. I have it locked. It might not let me drag it. Control drag. Oh yeah, it will. And I show you how to do that after you make the exact coordinates. So I posted that recently to the Cryptillion tier on my Discord, so you don't have to make any guesses. It's exact coordinates, date and time, exact price. But anyway, and then you can just make your channels around it like I just showed you. But my problem with the idea that Bitcoin goes down to 37K within the origin lines is that the distance away from the master origin line on the third try, I gotta zoom out to like the 12-hour chart here now, and I can keep on the weekly 10. So all we have right now are the master origin lines. Did I drag my master origin line like an idiot? Come on, Tim, what the hell? So my master origin line is in touch, right? So go to the 12-hour, it should be in line. Okay, well, my master origin line got all messed up. Fantastic. Good job. Anyway, oh no, it's actually straight there again. Okay, that's weird. Whatever. 2-day it works, 12-hour it wanted to go somewhere else. my master origin line has a mind of itself. But my problem with one of the 4 ways that Bitcoin could move is that if it goes to the bottom of the range of one of my structural tools that I'm using, let me get rid of some of these, is that I don't like the distance away from the master origin line because this is the 3rd time it's gone below it. Let me use this guy here. So master origin line's here, price came below it once, got above, got rejected by the 10 and let me put on the monthly 10 and the monthly 10. See that? We talked about that over and over and over. I was yelling at everybody. It won't stay over. Went down below it again. Here again, I yelled at everybody. It's not staying over the monthly 10. It ain't gonna happen. Went down again. I actually got faked out here. I thought it would come up to try to hit the monthly 10 again, but this was an end attack fake out that I covered yesterday in my video. Went below it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is actually the 5th time, and the distance it's going below is greater. It's greater. I mean, this is set. If the stock market does poorly, people, okay, this is why I begged you yesterday. And I told you at the beginning, I'm disappointed with most of you who took that poll, at least like 100 people on YouTube and about, 69 people on Twitter, because I don't have that big of a following, obviously, right? I've only been YouTubing for 16 months, but I think like 50% of you are holding 0 to 10% tether. You're going to get screwed. It doesn't matter if you bought freaking, let's call it like XRP at $1 and it's only at 70 cents now. You need to find a way to hold tether. If you are caught with your pants down without the ability to buy altcoins, when Bitcoin goes down to either 18,300 or 21,800, it's gonna get there this year. And altcoins are 95% below their wick high, with the exception of something like Luna and Atom. Luna will probably only go down 65 or 70% from its high. But if you don't put yourself in the position to be able to buy altcoins when Bitcoin does this, you're going to regret it, because that's how you make your money. You don't, unless you're a short-term time frame trader like some of the people on my Discord. They don't care if Bitcoin's 8,000 or 100,000. They're doing the same thing over and over. It doesn't matter to them. But the vast majority of people here are newer and are more of the investor 20-bag type hybrid hodler people. I call them hybrid hodlers. And about half of my portfolio is hybrid hodler. And then about I only put about 5% in futures just so I can post alerts and stuff on my Discord. I don't like messing with futures as a content creator because it takes a lot of concentration. So just if you're not ready for this, you're gonna get I'm telling you, not only are the coins you're holding, they're gonna go down another 60%, but you're not gonna have a way to buy the shit at a huge discount. And look at this. Look at this this is the last frontier of the origin line channel. Okay, look. Let me take off actually I'll put on the monthly 10 and the weekly 10 so you can see how bad this is. Watch. Guys, I keep thinking that late April or early May might be the time that Bitcoin starts capitulating, but this is saying it could be sooner than what I'm thinking, because look, so this is back here in this is 2015. This is the double bottom, right? So you had a bottom that wicked down to the origin line trading channel. Do you think it's a coincidence it went exactly to the trading channel? No, it's not. It's the most important line in Bitcoin history. It went below it once, got rejected, came below again, got above the weekly 10 and stayed above, and immediately got above the monthly 10. In 2 tries, below once, failure, below twice, above the 10 of the weekly, above the 10 of the monthly, recovery. Okay, that's in 2015. The next time was after the 2017 $20,000 top, where it took a whole year to capitulate on November 14th. And again, if you wanted to look at my TradingView published ideas, you can see that back here in September, I made the call that Bitcoin was going to hit between $2,800 and $3,200 exactly on November 12th was going to be the fall. It's locked in time as an idea. If you don't believe me, go back and look. And I was only about 36 hours off, and only half of my limit buy orders down here between 2,800 and 3,200 got hit because I did a top heavy distribution thinking it might not go to 2,800. So I was buying Bitcoin at 3K, or not 3K, at about 3,300. A couple exchanges here, and because it came down and hit the origin line at 31.95, right? And I had a lot of limit orders down here too, but I had to cancel them and buy after it because I knew it was going to touch us anyway. So yeah, and if you don't believe me, it's locked in time. It's a published trading idea. In my LTC call, this is when I realized I might have a calling for a TA. And TA and trading are two different things. Just because I could call that doesn't mean I knew how to make money from it. Trust me, especially at that time. I did not know how. I practiced trading during this time, and it was tough. And I practiced trading during an even harder time. This is where I learned how to trade. 2019 and 2020 were hard, and I got a system very fast to protect myself, and I realized it's all about risk management. Obviously, knowing your setups is good, and knowing strategies to take profit. But if you can just have a crappy entry system that works even 40% of the time, but you can manage your risk down to risk management down to like 1.5% per trade, you only need to be right like 2 out of 10 times. You don't need to be right that much. And so once I realized it's all about risk management, I got a lot better at trading, and it took a lot of time. Well, it took a lot of time, as most of my people know. Anyway, so we're focusing on the origin line. Why I'm getting scared. Big drop capitulation on November 14th, even though my published trading idea was November 12th. Came down to the exact level I thought in that published idea, hit the origin line because I already had the origin line there. And I think it's actually Tone Vase who used the terminology origin line because he realized it went back to the beginning of time. So I did not invent that word, but this is my line. And I named it origin line because of something he said in 2017. He's a sequential trader. It's very different type of trading, but he's like the OG of crypto analysis, by the way. He is the OG of it. If you've never heard of Tone Vase, but his trading style is No one else does trading like he does on YouTube. It's very interesting. Anyway, so even though I didn't invent the word origin line, I did make this. This is the most important line in Bitcoin history. So it used as support, came up, rejected by the weekly 10, went below the origin line, got above the origin line, used it as support on its second try. Did it go back below the red line? No. And let's zoom into this. Watch. Then look, this is why I'm getting scared, people. Look. It got above the weekly 10 and rode the origin line at the same time. So let me take off price. Look, the red came to the origin line, and during this time, price stayed on top. Okay, of course, it had already capitulated in, a slightly different scenario. So now our capitulation hasn't even happened yet. Okay, so it's going to be more like this. Again, the white is the monthly 10. The red is the weekly 10. When the red goes below white, it is a bearish cross, similar to, when the daily 10 goes below the daily 21, it's a bearish cross. You had a bearish cross. When two important lines cross, what does price have the habit to do? To try to undo it. Price had a rally up, and it fell below the weekly 10, and so it went below the origin line once, twice, 3 times, pump, below it again, capitulate on the 4th time. Closing its lowest things below the last channel. See that blue line? The third one down? It was its 4th try. Look at this. I'm telling you, folks, this could happen really soon. That's why I took those polls, and I'm getting pissed that people aren't holding tether, because I know that other analysts out there. Oops, what did I hit fireworks or something? Let's do a trombone. No, I know. I know that even other Bitcoin TA analysts out there who I have opinions about that might not be the best, but I watch them just to know what they're thinking. I hear them talking about capitulation too. You're being warned even by people who I would suggest you don't watch, but I'm not going to obviously not name names, but even they're giving you great advice, and you guys on average aren't taking it. All right. Now, if you've already bought and you're down on stuff, and you have a lot of capital on the side ready to DCA, that's a little different of a story, right? But if you're like me, you're a single income family, and you have 7 people. I live with 5 women, right? My wife's mom lives with us, and I got 4 little kids, so I support a lot of people on one paycheck. I can't be doing that, so I have to use I have to use other people's money to gain my crypto, right? So when I think that things are going to drop, I need to make sure I'm holding tether. And look, let's take off price, focus on the monthly 10 and the weekly 10. What did I say? When 2 important lines cross, price typically likes to jump into it. What did price do right after these cross? Look, here's the cross. Watch. When did price try to come into it? Bam, exactly at the cross. Okay, below the master origin. So below the master origin line once, rejected by the 10, just as I called. Below the master origin line again, got rejected by the 10, just like we called on my channel. Went below again. I did not call this correctly. I was incorrect. I did not call this correctly either. It was the 3rd most likely thing that happened there, and it's because the Fed is all the Fed. The Fed spooked everybody. So I called this one wrong, and I thought this was going to come up a little higher. Anyway, went below. Went below. Damn it. Went below once, rejected. Twice, rejected. 3 times, fake out. Okay, it failed. This is called a failure. So see this white monthly 10 EMA? It never used it as support. If you zoomed in on the 5-minute candle on this day, you could see a little bit of support, but it technically failed it, which means it used it as resistance. Once, twice, 3 times, going below the master origin line for the once, twice, 3, 4th time. 4th time after this bearish cross, 4th time going below. It's opening and closing dailies below the last trading zone here. So let me take off these EMA. Guys, this is why I'm telling you. This is why I'm pissed y'all aren't holding tether, because I'm here to try to help you have the most profitable crypto journey possible. And you're not even listening to other people who I don't have the greatest opinions about, but they're giving you good advice. They're talking about shits could easily drop. And if you're listening to pure, and I know that there are channels that, a bigger channel who used to be pure moon boy no matter what, and he's changed his tone. Even he has changed his tone, and he's trying to prepare people for a possible capitulation. Like YouTubers who are out here, even if they are good or suck or whatever your opinion is, I think the majority of them are trying to prepare you. And you're not preparing yourself. Unless y'all just lied on the poll to make me bitch and rant. I don't know. Like, are you tricking me on these polls? Right? Let me take another poll. I mean, but I'm trying to help you. And I know that the 55% of you that said you had 0 to 10% tether, I know you're not sitting on tens and tens and tens of thousands or six figures of cash sitting on the side to wait to buy Bitcoin when it's just around 20K. Because I guarantee you Bitcoin's not going straight down to 20K. It won't happen. It'll either come up shy around 21.3 so people can't long it, or it's going to go down, wick down to like 17.8 or 18.3 to liquidate all the longs that people are taking at 20. It'll do one of those two things, and it might take a year to do it. I didn't mean to move myself. Let's just go ahead and play a just make sure you guys give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. And I'm really happy that my returning viewers left, I think, almost as many comment as the sex bots and the spammer scammers on my last video. Thank you. Thank you. It helps. Like, it actually was the #1 video in views for the time allotment. And it's because a lot of you put thumbs up and left me a comment, even if it's just hitting a period and hitting enter. Don't leave your tampon if you're leaving your period there, okay? All right? And I know a lot of people hate me saying that, but whatever. It gets you, like, it works. So even if it's just a period without the tampon, just leave me a comment, even if it's you suck LOL. But make sure you say LOL so new people don't come on here and see a bunch of people say you suck. You suck LOL is fine. And if you put just you suck, well, then I'll keep it on there too, whatever. Because I'm telling you to say. Just say something. You can say, Tim, it looks like you need to take a shower, or leave some comment. Doesn't have to be nice. It can be funny. Try to be funny. Make me laugh. Anyway, look at this. This last line. Closure below. Open and closure below. Open and closure below. Open and closure below. Open and closure below. The last line below the origin line. Did this happen the last 3 times the price went below? Let's go take a look. The first time price went below the master origin line, nope, 0 closures and opens. Next time, nope, 0 closures and opens. Went below again, nope, no 0 closures and opens below this line. Again, nope, 0 opens and closures below the last line. This time, oh, multiple. And takeoff price. Do we have this nasty bearish cross? Yes, we do. The monthly 10 is now above the weekly 10, which is bad. So, I mean, guys and gals, capitulation could happen soon. Please be ready. All right. I've already given you my downside targets. And let's just take a look at it. And I'm doing this fresh, but this is the one thing that's worrying me the most, that my guess, it already is late April. So this is when I was telling you that you can see, I guess I didn't realize it's the 26th already. So I did say late April or early May. I mean, this could be getting really close. If I had to guess, I would guess May 6th is when you see a very, very large candle with red candle with very, very large volume. Could be May 2nd to May 6th is my guess. My third best guess would be Friday, April 28th or Friday, April 29th. So Friday, whatever is the last Friday of April is, because I don't have enough coffee in my brain right now. Or between the 2nd to the 6th of May is when you're going to see that first high volume, nasty flash crash. That's when you know capitulation starting. And it could be about to happen. I don't think this is a bear trap. You are opening and closing candles below this last trading channel, and it's never happened, which means Bitcoin is very, very likely going to go to bare minimum the next origin line down, which is what? So if it takes its time to get there, that's 31.4. Let's see what that aligns with, okay? Like, guys, I'm telling you, this is probably going to happen. It's becoming statistically likely at this point from a midterm time frame standpoint. Even though that monthly closure above the monthly 10 in March, I think it was a fake out. It was an end of month attack, and it made me. I said I was bearish the whole time, made me a little less bearish, but it was a fake out. Let's look at the macro range tilt. So that would be going below the tilted range. This is the bottom of the tilt. See this tilted range? Let me take off my origin lines. See that? Okay, so let me make a pointer of where this would go with the origin lines. Go right there at 31.4. Okay, let me get rid of this stuff here. This is where it's going. Okay, let me make like I'll just point to it. This is good. So it's going to break below this, which will also help initiate capitulation. This is the second best tool, the tilted macro range, which last video I offered you. Please snapshot it. This is how you set it up. This is how you put an object tree and make it disappear in one click. All right, the macro range that's non-tilted, what does that hit? It hits the exact bottom. It hits the exact bottom is the next origin line. It looks like the bottom of this range is going to be hit, folks, and when it happens, because the distance away from the master origin line, it's going to trump the bottom of that range, holding it up. I'm telling you, it's the most important line, or straight line. It is the most important straight line in all of Bitcoin history. It's the fourth time below in history when it opens and closes candles below it. That means capitulating and starting. There have been zero exceptions. Bearish cross, weekly 10 going below monthly 10. It's this macro range here. Yes, it says it could bounce and Bitcoin could stay in a range, but it's not probable. Is it statistically possible? Like 10% chance, 30% chance, something like that, where if Bitcoin when Bitcoin comes down to about 31,400, could it bounce from there? Probably, but I'll probably do a lower high and then crash through. But I'm thinking when it comes down there, it ain't popping up. I think it's going to keep going down. And it's going to hit like $21,400 is my guess. But it looks like Bitcoin is headed towards 31.4 like soon. I mean, I'm not saying this is the my top most probable. This is not short-term time frame. So again, I said I don't want to scare you. It's not like it's happening tomorrow, but it is probably going to happen soon. And I told you my three guesses between the 2nd to 6th of May, or the first flash crash high volume 4-hour candle that you see might be the last Friday of this month, right? We're not on Friday yet, so you have a little time to fix your polls and not have 59% of you in 0 to 10% tether. Doesn't matter what you do, you don't get screwed. Like the chance of this bottom holding up because of the distance from the master origin line, it's very low. 31.4 is going to hold up. All right, and then I already did. So what other tool do I have? The channel March. And that's falling way out of the March channel. So it falls off of the March channel, which this has been working the best. We've analyzed this. This is the best working tool since January 20th fall. If I zoom in, I mean, that's how I've been getting priced like perfectly. I mean, I don't know. Since the Fed spoke here and I got things wrong because it was the third most probable, since that point, since April 4th, I think my calls on YouTube have been, I'm on a roll here. And that's why yesterday I said, please forgive me when I'm wrong, because I'm going to be wrong soon. Law of numbers, because I've been so spot on. But it's going to break out of the channel. It's going to break out of the tilted macro tilt. I almost said macaroni and cheese. I must be hungry. Macro tilted range channel, which is the second most useful tool. The non-tilted macro range, it's going to hit the exact bottom. But when it hits the bottom, it's likely not going to hold up because of the master origin line, the distance away. Please find a way to be holding stablecoin Pokemon cards. Not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm telling you, this is getting close. It could, and if it doesn't capitulate till July, who cares? At least you got yourself ready. Let's say Bitcoin does another pop up to $50 and you come to my channel like, Tim, I decided to move in Tether and you made me miss out on 30% gains on Luna. Well, hold your horses, wait 45 days and see where price is. It's probably going to be closer to 31K to 20K, right? You could have a baby pop, but you need, and that's if you're lucky enough to get a rally to 50K first, that is when, I mean, shit, I might hold 100% to, not 100, because I have too much idea and I stake it. So I might get as high as, and I'm not selling all my Dash ever or all my Mover ever either, but, I won't say ever, but not for 4 years. I would probably put myself in 75% Tether if we got a pump up to 50K. And I don't care if it goes up to 60K. I want to be sitting on Tether if you're fortunate enough to get that rally. But I'm telling you, it doesn't look like you're going to. So this whole thing is about shame on most of you not holding Tether. My analysis has been straight on. And I'm telling you, since my analysis has been, very good, I'm warning you that the next time you have a drop that goes below 37K, that could be it. And that could initiate that initial 4-hour high volume candle because it's the time. It's late April, early May is coming up. Be holding Tether. Click this video right here if you're new and you want to learn how to set up a chart to make more money in crypto. Watch this video right here to watch my latest Bitcoin analysis. You need to watch it. If you missed it, you're going to learn a lot more stuff. You're going to make more money in crypto with your Pokemon cards. You got Timified worldwide. Peace. Sorry, I'm mad at this whole time because I'm mad you're not holding Tether. So we'll see you next time.